Yo, chat. We got Celtics versus Bulls. Larry Bird versus Mike. 1987, round one, game two.
The
Ooh.
scorer there. And right there is a key shot for him because when he hits the outside shot early, that really puts a lot of pressure on the Celtics defense.
Tommy, the Celtics stopped pushing it up in the second half of game one.
They have got to really come at the Bulls offensively, push it up the floor, get more than 18 seconds to operate their half-court offense if they don't get easy baskets.
Gene Banks commits the foul, and of course he'll be one of the two people on Larry Bird today. Banks, who never stops working, and Bird, who a lot of people think will start firing it up after 7 shots in game one. Parrish as easy as pie ties the score.
The Bulls try to use a double-down defense against the inside game of Boston, and Boston has to be alert to how to beat that.
Jordan is guarded by Dennis Johnson.
I really don't need this light. Do I need this light? That shit bright as fuck. Nah, I don't. Good. I don't need this shit.
Double team finds a man inside.
Oh, good block.
Blocks the shot by Oakley inside. Ainge. Celtic guards have been very effective hitting the outside shot when left open.
Ooh.
A lot of people are not surprised that Bird comes out like that. And it's
Okay, first lick.
They need Larry Bird really to get the emotion going and also to make some impact in this game with a lot of points and his passing.
Bird is guarding Banks, but he'll try to help someone else inside. Low to Corzine. Corzine did not have a good game. 33 minutes and only 1 for 1 from the field. But his history shows that he comes back strong after a poor effort.
Ooh.
McHale working inside. Tommy, Kevin McHale did not score in the fourth quarter of game one, and he didn't score in the second half against Atlanta.
I think he's probably the guy that's most affected by the meltdown tactics. Here's a little bumping and banging, trying physically to wear Kevin down. The double team, he eludes that so beautifully, and look, a third defender right in his face as he tries to wheel to the middle. They want him to shoot fadeaways, the Bulls.
They say that McHale may have bone spurs on his foot, so he hasn't been effective, as you say, in the second half to slow down to a crawl. Jordan. And the Celtics with a 2-point lead with 2 minutes gone by here in the first period. Parrish goes inside on Corzine.
Ooh, okay, Rob.
There's a key matchup for the Celtics.
The fuck?
Celtics. The Bulls cannot double everybody that goes in the low post, and they have elected, I think, in game one, not to double Robert Parrish. He'll be able to work on Corzine one-on-one.
Paxson. He's been hurting. Question as to whether he'd start. And about
Corzine, he's laying too much pressure on Robert Parrish for his favorite move. He uses that pressure to spin right off you and takes it strong.
Boy, they just be walking through Corzine ass.
Jordan has a screen from Oakley, but Dennis Johnson fights through that. But Michael goes airborne, misses the shot, and now the Celtics, leading 8-4, have yet to miss from the field. They're 4 for 4. Bird foul, and he almost got that one.
Might be in his own world. Do y'all see the shots he just be taking sometimes?
His natural position is quick forward, and they're going to put him on Larry Bird.
6 in a row run off by the Celtics. Corzine, who can hit from outside. Sellers shows his touch, and it's now 10-6 with 3 minutes just about gone by in this first stanza. Harris blocked by Jordan, kicked out of bounds. It's going to be Celtics ball. Take it Bulls ball. Last kicked by Dennis Johnson.
There's the most blocks by a guard, Michael Jordan, but Parrish waited too long to try and make his move on Corzine. He let Jordan get into the play.
Parrish picking up Jordan on the switch. Oakley is guarded by Dennis Johnson inside. Paxson, though, goes for 3 and is way off the mark. Oakley gets the offensive board for Chicago. Jordan and Bird, one-on-one, with help from McHale. A lot of chances, comes up naught for the Bulls, and the Celtics have it with 8:20 to go and a 4-point lead. First period.
a perfect example of Jordan as a decoy.
McHale. And Sellers gets the rebound.
Dang, good rebound.
Jordan, a no-look pass to Oakley, who got too far under the basket. And on the fast break, Ainge to Bird. And the foul.
Dick, it's something to overcome. That left.
76 was in game scoring-wise. Tommy Heinsohn talks about what the Celtics must do against him.
Jordan is flight pass.
Watch to see what he's going to do next, but you really can't afford to do that if you want to win the game.
Once he's his approach, Jordan flight path. This is all well and good.
Oh, let me see.
When Air Jordan chooses
Ooh.
an alternate flight path. There's a rumor around that they were picking up unknown blips out at O'Hare Field.
This week on the Rim hit 12 team, having hit just one of their last 7 shots. But here is Bird on the line, and he'll shoot a pair.
Larry Bird's statement. He takes it on his shoulders emotionally and mentally to make everything work in their game plan.
Little pressure by the Celtics in the backcourt. They didn't show that too much the other night.
Well, they're trying to disrupt the timing of what Chicago wants to do, particularly Jordan getting the ball.
And the Bulls might want to consider the same thing against the Celtics. 7 on the shot clock. Sellers is open. Inside.
Oh.
They tell me that he cannot dunk the ball with his right hand from a stance.
Damn.
I have to find out how that works.
Oakley has more rebounds than anyone in the league this year. Barkley won by virtue of a better average. Oakley played in a lot more games. 7.5 to go. It's 12-8. Celtics by 4.
Celtics in the physical challenge. Keep the pace up and not tire themselves out. They have to be very smart on how they use their energy.
Bird has 8 points. And he's already taken 2 shots, has hit both of them, and a lot of stuff from the line. Isolating Jordan on Dennis Johnson. Sellers setting a screen. Stop off the rim. Hopefully, offensive basket for the Bulls.
Charles Oakley.
That's the area that the Bulls are working on. Whenever the team defense runs at Jordan, somebody else can do things. Shoot it or go for an open rebound.
Double team, Corzine and Oakley on McHale. Parrish gets the offensive rebound.
Ah, how you miss that dunk, Rob? Come on, bro.
From Parrish or the Celtics on those second chances.
The Bulls are giving McHale a workover down that low post, Dick.
Illegal defense.
The base shoot fadeaway jumpers. They wanted to score 20 points on 20 shots.
He only went to the line once the other night. To do that, Doug Collins will be more than happy. Corzine. Sellers with the fake on Bird. Good touch, as we said. Sellers, who was the 9th pick in the draft. And now the Bulls trail by 2.
And the pace is where the Bulls would like to have it right now, too.
Bird, 3 for 3.
Bird showed him.
A good start that they would need to have.
He not gonna let up either. Bird not gonna give up. He not gonna give him a chance.
Larry Bird, his first, and Jordan hits the free throw. And of course, hovering over all of this, including the Bulls, is the Boston Celtics mystique at home. They have won 30 in a row at Boston Garden and 75 of their last 76 games. And that becomes a very important factor because the Celtics know they have home court edge throughout these Eastern Conference playoffs. Dennis Johnson misses. That's the first shot of the game by a Celtic guard. And now the Bulls looking to tie it up and pushing the ball, as Tommy said, effectively. Jackson shot drops through, and we have a 16-apiece tie.
They had a 4-on-2 that time. That's an awfully poor shot to come up with on a 4-on-2. They could have gotten a layup.
And keep in mind, we haven't.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This team is way better than the Bulls. They just way better. This Boston team. Mike didn't have a chance, bro. You know? He didn't have a chance. Not against this team.
Dennis Johnson. Well, the Bulls defended the guards pretty well. But then Robert Parrish was lurking, and Parrish has 6 points. He's second.
So I see why people. This is why people have Larry Bird to go because of this. I still think Jordan the GOAT. That is kind of childish to still be bringing that up, but it is what it is, bruh. Did Larry beating Jordan in playoffs don't make him better than Jordan. Because this team is incredible compared to the Bulls. The Bulls eventually got right. That's why we watching all this.
Guards. Oakley quickly down at the other end and will wait for his teammates. Oh, really? What a move baseline, and I think Larry Bird got fooled, Tommy.
He thought that the basketball thing to do was wait for the rest of the Bulls to get up. That's what Oakley was thinking, only he wasn't thinking that way.
Sellers, the 7-footer on Bird. Parrish gives him a screen, and on the pick and roll, a foul. You talked about forcing Jordan to his left. Here it is.
When you force him to his left, he has to bring the ball right back to you to shoot it. You can hang right on his shooting hand and destroy his rhythm. You look at DJ just giving him all kinds of problems, but with that quick first step, Jordan's back in there for the rebound. You got to do an awful lot to stop him.
Fourth team foul on Chicago. It was Jordan with his will go on the
Then in the night.
picked up who led the Celtics with 21.
Kevin McHale has a spur in his foot, and that's like every time you put your foot down, you're stepping on a nail. That's really difficult to try and maintain somebody pushing on your back with a sore foot like that.
Celtics are playing hurt, and that goes for Parrish with his elbow, Bill Walton, who we'll see, and of course McHale. Celtics by 2 with 3.5 to play. The double on Jordan. Paxson penetrates, tipped up and in.
There was Oakley really going strong to the board that time. On that Michael Jordan defense, he is being left open, and he's starting to take good advantage of it.
8 points for Oakley, who is the Bulls' high scorer. Bird. And we will have a catching his own pass, I believe. Bird caught his own pass. A high scorer in every game but 5 this year for the Bulls. In 2 of those 5 games, the Celtics were the opponents.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because the Celtics are throwing 3 guys at Michael Jordan, and a lot of other people are open.
Adam Jones will call a timeout. So a far different game early than we had in game 1. The Bulls playing.
The Celtics have been counting on getting out the big leads in the first half and then trying to sustain it through the second half, and they haven't been able to do that. So Chicago very much in this ball game in a great position.
Sellers with a turnaround. That didn't miss by much. Rebound by Parrish. The score is tied, and still the only lead for Chicago in the game was 2-0 when Jordan hit the jumper. Bill Walton gets off the bench. And a basket by Bird. He has 12.
Yeah, Bird cooking.
Bird other than Parrish with
He
3
cooking.
baskets, and Bird is 4 for 5.
Sellers does not fight through the picks quite as effectively as Gene Banks, and Banks did a great job on Bird Thursday.
Oakley got tied up. Jordan doubled by Celtic guards, and a whistle and a 3-second violation called against the Bulls. Jordan made a great pass into Oakley, and here's Bill Walton.
Here's the pass to Oakley. They're using Jordan as a decoy. Look at him. He knew he was right there, and Oakley just does not have the real leaping ability to power that ball through except with his left hand.
So the crowd turns up a notch as Walton comes into the ball game. Bird is short, and the rebound into the hands of Corzine. So Walton, what Casey Jones wants is defensive work for him. He's not concerned about what he does on the offensive end.
He said, give me giant defense, midget offense.
That's what he said. Oakley over Walton, high off the play. Walton gets a defensive board. Ainge pulls up. McHale. And the Celtics are up by 4 with 1.5 minutes to go.
That was excellent work by McHale, using those hurting feet to get up and get that rebound, clean up rebound, and put it in.
Talking about hurting feet, Walton is playing hurt. He played 9 minutes and scored 7 points Thursday night.
Good shot.
John Paxson, who is the steadiest ball other than Jordan out there. And a great defensive play by Paxson and Oakley. And it's going to be, let's see, the officials check, it's Chicago ball.
Oakley ain't having none of that.
By the Bulls here.
And Oakley and Paxson, particularly Paxson right
Paxson.
there. And what a save.
Paxson ain't
Look
have
at
none of that.
Walton really dove on the floor, but to no avail.
A minute remaining in the first period. And Doug Collins was intent on trying to keep the Celtics under 30 points for the first period. He says when they get 30, they're on their way to 60 and maybe 120 in the game. But Jordan comes back, and now we have another tie, our 7th of the first period. McHale, low post. Forget it. No way to stop that.
Oakley did not lay on him enough, and he allowed Kevin to get right into that sweet spot.
39 seconds to go. Jordan starts to heat up. He has 8 points. And we have another tie at 28. Johnson. McHale with another offensive rebound. Unties it again. McHale is in double figures with 10, and all but 2 points in this first period coming from the Celtic front court. And they've done the damage against the Bulls this year in the 6-game sweep by Boston in the regular season.
The Bulls need, in this half, at least one man that could come through and have a solid offensive game other than Jordan.
Meanwhile, Jordan will keep him company until that time as he ties it again.
Boy, that little head fake, he frees that shooting hand.
Final seconds. 1 second, and that won't count. That's the end of the first period. Michael
End of the first quarter.
Jones going to his bench early now, has gone now 8 deep. Larry Bird,
Oh.
a great drive from a feed. One of the Bulls hit the ball, and it didn't deter Bird. And Larry has 14 points, and the Celtics are up by 2. Sadale 3, who's going to press the tempo for the Bulls, the former 76er, number 3 with the ball now. And a foul called away from the ball against the Celtics. Darren Day, his first foul. What does Day give the Celtics off the bench?
Defense and rebounding, and they hope some speed to the wing on their fast break to get some easy baskets.
Seasting, who was on 3, had a red-hot shooting night off the bench in game 1. Jordan misses. Walton with a second defensive rebound. McHale on the bench, as you saw. And the Celtics hope that they can stay even or gain a little bit with McHale and Parrish on the side.
Ooh.
Jordan comes out of nowhere to
Good
block
block,
the shot.
Mike.
3 block shots for Michael Jordan. And now Lee Jones is going over to the scorer's table to check something now. Might be the clock and whether they reset it.
Goes inside to Walton, and here you're going to see Jordan from out of nowhere with that speed of his, saved the ball. And the argument was how much time on the clock. They gave the Celtics a new 24.
Seasting guarded by 3. All over. Coming off the screen, Bird. And Gene B. So Oakley has it after Bird nearly got an offensive rebound. And Doug Collins is going to have to get Banks out of there. 32-30 Celtics. Oakley loses the ball. And travel. Chicago diminished as the season
To be very physically on the Celtics.
Oakley is on Walton. Gives up a lot of inches.
Hell,
Walton with a real good position against Oakley. Oakley cannot move him out of there. He gives him some room, and look at the nice move that Walton makes.
I don't see the foul, though.
Away from the middle. Easy shot.
I just knew they was going to call it.
Now on Charles Oakley and Walton. You saw what he did in game number 1. He played in 80 games last year. In being the spark off the bench to a Celtic title, appeared in only 10 games this season. Misses the chance for a 3-point play, and it's the first Celtic miss from the line. It's Parrish and McHale both sitting and watching as the Celtics have opened the 4-point lead.
And they're the 2 key guys that you worry about getting tired for that 4th quarter.
Right now, the bench has done the job. Sellers misses. Bird the rebound. Casey Jones has to like what he's getting from the bench here. Bird fakes a 3. Seasting hits a 2.
Larry Bird looked off 2 defenders of Chicago to create that opening for Seasting.
Seasting had 8 points in 13 minutes in the opening game, and he hit those open J's. Jordan put the bench.
Chiefs team been good in both series. 86 and 87 so far with the Bulls versus Celtics.
Henry and call me Hank.
Whatever it takes is right. Dave Corzine back in the ball game for Chicago. He's posting up against Darren Day, but Jordan takes it left-handed in the hoop, and it's 36-32.
Boy, he had his flaps up on that one, pal. Whoa.
Been a well-played game, only 4 turnovers, 2 by each side. Seasting wide open. McHale, but had competition from Jordan. The Bulls wound up with it. 3 to Michael Jordan, and there's the pressure and the fast break ability of Sedale 3.
And 3, with all that experience with a fast-breaking Philadelphia ball club, really knows how to run that middle.
Jordan has scored the last 10 Chicago points. Keep in mind he had 23 in a row against Atlanta late in the year.
Ooh.
But Danny Ainge gets his second hoop, and the Celtics are up by 4. Jordan has 12, Bird 14. Jordan doubled quickly and traveled. Kevin McHale jumped out nicely.
Hit something that's very, very painful to him. He's got a cast on his foot, or has been, and when that happens, it usually constricts the muscle and becomes very achy as the game goes along.
You never see or hear about a Celtic player complaining about any kind of an injury. Larry Bird is back in for the Celtics, so Walton, McHale, and Bird make up the front line for Boston. Ainge is hot. He's hit 2 in a row.
They're getting the ball up with plenty of time to move it around, make the Chicago defense work, and hit that outside shot. That's what the Celtics need to do.
Ainge can be a streak shooter. He had 14 points in the first quarter of Game 1 on Thursday. And you remember he had 17 in the third against Atlanta a week ago. And he's become explosive. 40-34 Boston. Sellers. Turner with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan with 1 second on the clock gets the basket.
Man, he different.
That just demoralize the ball club. You got to really keep your cool after he hits one of those.
Dennis Johnson tries to feed it to Walton inside. This is just the same Philadelphia and Milwaukee compare the matchup.
Collins would want it. The only thing that's kind of disturbing his game plan a little bit is that Walton has been pretty productive, and so has Seasting.
And a loose ball foul called against Bill Walton. It'll be a second foul. And not only that, but he brought in Day and Seasting, as you said, as well as Walton. And so the starters were able to get some rest, and the Celtics were able to build a small lead. As Jordan getting a rest here after making 6 of his last 7.
You know, it's not easy for Casey Jones to coach this team with all these injuries that they had this year. Coached around a lot of problems.
Open is 3. Sellers over the top commits the foul. Sellers in Game 1 got the feed from Jordan in the final crucial seconds and was standing out of bounds. He's a rookie, and it was a mistake. Rookies will make those mistakes, but I think that by and large, Sellers has been a bright addition to this club.
I think he's going to be a bona fide star once he learns how to get out of that college center running style and into a quick forward running style of the NBA.
9 on the shot clock, and Dennis Johnson buries it. First basket of the game for Dennis Johnson.
Yeah, Dennis been quiet.
As you might expect, played in a big way down the stretch Thursday.
They've made him Chicago the prove-it-to-me player. They've gambled off him to have his defender help out.
Celtics have matched their biggest lead, only 6, but that's what they've got now with 6:41 to go. Corzine finds a way, and Dave Corzine has 6.
Dennis won Finals MVP in 1979. I did not know that, bro. So he was a real deal bucket. And once again, his team, man, great. It's such a team is great, bro.
Double on McHale.
Chat, for anybody watching this, y'all know how I'm reacting to every Michael Jordan playoff game. Would y'all want me to react to every Larry Bird playoff game? The only way I watch some Mike, I gotta watch some Bird and Dr. J at 81. I want to watch that series. Um, Yeah, man.
Who was it? Larry Bird?
Second on
A
Larry.
lot of
Could
stuff.
have gone the other way.
Jordan, triple team. Good pass from Freak to Sellers. It was Freak who made the big pass.
Sellers is showing me that he's quite an outside shooter, and he's
Let me make sure we connected, man. Okay, we connected.
becoming a real factor in this ball game.
A lot of people thought that the Bulls would draft Johnny Dawkins. A lot were disappointed when they went with Sellers. I don't think they're disappointed anymore. Bird. Foul.
Hmm.
Good move to the hoop by Larry Bird. Larry Bird showed he has in recent times.
I really don't know. I haven't weighed him, Dick, but we put him on the scale. Maybe we'll do it after the game. Me to ask that question. You to ask me that question. But Larry Bird, I think there's some.
Chad, when I be talking about the quality, I just be joking. I know a lot of the quality is old, and I know this is the 80s and this is all people had. I noticed the older generation, not all, really most of y'all don't be tripping. But it's not even just the older generation, it's just people in general. It's always gonna be like somebody that don't like something, somebody that just always got something going on or a problem with what Cal is doing. You're complaining about the quality, man. The quality, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Not all y'all, but the ones that's always bitching and shit. The quality, man. You complaining about this. You complaining about that. Our, blah, 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 blah. Our generation had this. Your generation got that. Shut the fuck up. I know what y'all had. Y'all had the what them phones was called back then? The beeper or something. Y'all had them big ass, them thick brick phones. Y'all had all of them. Wasn't no social media back then. Wasn't no internet. I get it. Get it. I'm just talking shit, y'all.
Hey, you wouldn't call it that way in Chicago.
Y'all gotta stop taking me. I appreciate y'all taking me serious, but y'all y'all just gotta get the joke. Some people be getting my jokes, some people don't. I just be cracking jokes, y'all, half the time. I don't be hating on y'all either. On the 80s players and stuff. Now I know I seen some comment was like, man, you better appreciate Larry Bird. Man, he saved the 80s, man. I get that, man. Him and Magic and Mike, they definitely saved the 80s. If he didn't play basketball, man, you wouldn't have shit to watch now, man. You better appreciate him. He's a blessing, man. Larry Bird's like God, man. Yeah, you better appreciate him like he God, man. Somebody said that shit to me. I'm like, bro, y'all be fucking glazing. Y'all be glazing. I get the skill level of these players. I don't call nobody God. I don't even call my parents. I don't treat them like God. The only person that gets to be called God is God. For me. Everybody different, but yeah, man. See what we got going on right here, man. Dead ball. Who they call foul Edge. I ain't even see a foul. Free throws for Oakley. Oakley been hooping this game. We'll cut the audio back on, man. Don't worry about that. But yeah, man. How y'all been? Y'all been taking care of yourself? You know, make sure y'all eat well, eat healthy, exercise if you can. If you can't exercise, still try to eat well because even Even if you don't be in the gym, even if you don't do calisthenics, even if you're just not in shape, don't work out, whatever your situation could be, eating healthy, you still can get right. You literally can get right just by eating right. Mike, he just made that over Bird and the other defender.
Offensive interference again.
Offensive interference? Who the fuck touched the ball? I know Oakley didn't. How is that off? Because it's over the rim. This nigga Oakley. He is on the glass, though. Part of him interfering is just for being on the glass so much. Charles Oakley is snagging. One thing I noticed by Mike, everybody he played with that was like his co-star, they all was like taller or bigger than him. Whether it's Pippen, Woolridge, Oakley, Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant. His second option is never just a small point guard or something. You know what I mean? His option is always a bigger defender or a rebounder, scorer, or whatever. Which makes sense because like Mike's 6'6" and he a guard slash forward, whatever you want to call him. He a guard to me, but you call him forward too. Because sometimes Mike can play the three. But um, Mike probably got all that guard shit on lock though. He do. That's probably why Mike ain't never recruited. Cause what other guards could have Mike play with? I know he wasn't gonna play with IT because they was always into it. But what other guard could he have recruited besides like if Pippen got drafted and that shit didn't work out after the migraine game and they wanted to trade? I wonder what shit. I wonder what motherfucking who Mike would have picked up. He probably would have played with Shaq, bruh. If all that shit didn't work out. But then again, I don't think that's Mike playing style, just playing with a dominant big. Because when he won his rings, Mike played with Brad, Horace Grant, and Pippen. Ain't none of them are dominant, like extremely dominant Shaquille O'Neal type of big man. But they do all have an all around game to them. So that's probably what Mike was looking for, in players is an all around game.
For a while.
Parrish. Oakley the rebound with a minute.
And I do appreciate the ones in the comments that be like, bro, you can pause and react all you want. Damn, Mike, you try to kill Bird. I appreciate that, man, because you know it's literally me watching a video on my monitor and reacting to what I'm seeing. I react to the video just as if nobody was here, chat. Swear. Like pausing and you know what I'm saying? But I know somebody is here watching, so I kinda gotta be active and talk to y'all, you know what I mean?
The score or the game is going.
Not in the least.
Jordan 1 out of 2, and we have a tie-up. Oakley and McHale. So right now with you that we're at Boston Garden, the world champion Celtics, and with Jordan dueling Bird.
They low key had some towers, bro, Boston. Think about it. They had Robert Parrish, Mikhail, and Bird. Them are three towers. Three skillful towers. And this whole Boston team can pass. It's a good thing, man.
Pops it. Parrish
Ooh.
puts it in. The Celtics will get another possession here in this first half. It's 54-47, again matching Boston's biggest first half lead. Jordan. And a foul called against the Celtics. Inside. And it's Robert Parrish, his second foul.
Good defense by Robert Parrish in the lane. He sees that he's got to get back in there. Jordan's wide open. He played two men effectively. And people say Robert Parrish doesn't make a contribution. I don't believe it.
I don't know who says that. He had his best year and his most consistent year. When Walton was there a year ago, Tommy, he could pick his spots and play recklessly. Now he's got to be a smart player. Here's Elston Turner coming in, and Jordan goes out.
Bill Water must retire.
Don't want him to pick up a foul on this possession, so they're going to sit him down and say, we've
That's why I gotta watch some Bill Water.
got an extra 14 seconds to the halftime.
Let's see
And
what's up,
Turner,
man.
they need his defense
Must
in
be
the
a
final
water.
14 seconds.
Well, it doesn't start flashing that department either.
Three. And a loose ball foul again against the Celtics after Oakley made 1 out of 2. Freet missed the jumper. Now they say the foul is against Chicago.
Celtics have been having troubles all season, or the second half of the season, and fourth quarter of ball games, giving up.
And Jordan, with the Bulls getting a chance on offense again with 10 seconds to go, comes back in. Foul in as well. Now Turner stays in the game.
Now 3 guards in there to bring the ball up and get off a good shot. Back's a much better outside shooter than Turner, although Turner's made some big baskets outside for this Bulls team.
Eight-point lead, biggest lead now of the first half. Final second. Cordine knocked away. Boston ball for 5 seconds.
Left cheek, right cheek.
With essential out.
All right, chat. Third quarter.
Said no, it didn't feel too good, and that's going to be a big factor for the Celtics. He's their inside game when they need it the most.
Played 22 minutes in the first half. Bird beats Parrish. Banks gets the rebound. Banks has 3 fouls.
Ooh, one hand board.
They're the only players in the game with 3. Jordan, the leading scorer with 19 for Chicago. Bird had 17. McHale, 14. Jordan. They got the big guys, Parrish and McHale, watching him. Leaving Paxson open for a 3, and he hits. And the Bulls now trail 56-51. Keep in mind, the Celtics only committed 2 turnovers in the first half, so they've done a lot better that way than they did in game 1. Bird.
Ooh.
Scores anyway.
Oh my God.
Double team. He usually looks to make something happen for somebody else. When he gets doubled, he comes out shooting.
Jordan loses the ball. Look for a foul, none coming. And now the Celtics leading by 7, pushing it up. McHale gets 2.
That was a big something happening there, Dick. Coming out of the locker room running. That's a sprint at Heartbreak Hill.
They got by Heartbreak Hill, maybe. Biggest lead now for Boston. 9. Banks to Oakley. Parrish and McHale.
They sent that shit.
They're both inside. Double on Bird, leaving Ainge open. And Doug Collins will call a 20-second timeout. The crowd is up, and so are the Celtics by 11. 11-point lead for the Celtics. History is opening it up in the 3rd period. Corzine. And a foul.
2 plays by the Bulls. The last 2 plays, Dick, they've used their wide bodies. Both Charles Oakley and Corzine. That is a smart play by Oakley to get it into a seeming mismatch situation. But neither Corzine or Oakley are leapers, so they can't power the ball through the net and stuff it like most of the other big guys can in the league.
Parrish with his 3rd foul. First Celtic to pick up 3.
I just don't fucking understand how you could be 7 foot tall and don't be some sort of leaper. You ain't gotta goddamn be Shaq or Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp not even 7 foot. I think Sean Kemp like 6'10". Correct me if I'm wrong. But you don't have to be Giannis. You don't have to be this crazy ass dunking ass mofo. But goddamn, bro, I'm sick of these big ass motherfucking players that just look. You see, Rob can do that. I don't even know if Corzine got that in him.
Kind of effect in the 2 games. Chicago's defensed it very well.
Jordan. Foul on Dennis Johnson. Here it is.
Going to see Bird now just come right to Parrish, and the rotation not quite quick enough.
Corzine probably dominated in high school or college. Cause I'm thinking like ain't no way you got to the NBA, but you gotta understand it's levels to the NBA. It's so many players in the world, but it's not a lot of people that's 7 foot. So I get that. It ain't a lot of people that's 7 foot. So half of these niggas ain't trying to be, jumping at the house and stuff. I get it. It's just, it low key like it's just something I don't like because I feel like if you're that tall, that should encourage you even more to dunk. You're tall. It's easier.
Able to fight through the pitch quite as effectively as Gene Banks.
Corzine looks inside. Oakley is pushed. And let's see if Bird is called. No, Robert Parrish, and that'll be 4 on Parrish. And that's going to send Casey Jones to the bench. 4 fouls on Robert Parrish. And Walton gets up.
The surprising thing all season long, Robert Parrish has not gotten into foul trouble that frequently.
And another foul on the Celtics as Walton comes in. This time McHale picks up his second foul. So Parrish is in there, and Jordan is shooting 2.
Now he must really pick up his really play well against the first line of the Chicago Bulls. That's a stiffer challenge than he had before.
And for Jordan, he's got 23 points. Michael Jordan, the top single-season scorer in NBA history from the backcourt. And an illegal, no, is it a foul? Away from the ball and a derisive cheer. Brad Sellers picks up his 3rd foul. First team foul on Chicago in the period. Bird inside against Sellers. Misses a fall away and a loose ball foul against Boston. And Kevin McHale now has 3 fouls. So all of a sudden, McHale
Was doing the board. Get that offensive rebound around.
Here's Oakley. Cole Sidwells going for his 15th point. And he's got it. 8:46 to play, 3rd period. The Celtics lead by 7, 66 to 59. Their biggest lead was 11 early here in the 3rd. Corzine trying to deny Walton. Dennis Johnson shooting over Paxson. When they need a big basket, number 3 somehow is always there.
Doesn't always have to go to the inside. But Dennis Johnson is a clutch shooter.
Jordan wending his way inside. A blind shot inside.
Jordan be shooting some crazy shit, man.
Here is particularly in his. Get up on him, get all the shots off. He's working hard.
He's got a 7-footer in Sellers now.
That's right.
Jordan loses the ball. 2-on-1 chance for the Celtics. Ainge tries to feed Walton, who recovers. And it's still Boston ball. Boy, Chicago's playing a harassing defense.
That was just a miscommunication between Ainge and Walton. Walton hasn't played so long with these guys that he forgot every once in a while they'll pass to me.
Booker Walton trying to set up
Bill not retired. They made it seem like he was retired.
And now an illegal defense called defense
In the ball game. It's very important that they.
Bro, they got towers, bro. This team got towers. Y'all got Bill Walton, Robert Parrish, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale. That's 4 towers. 4. What modern NBA team in 2025, 2026 has that many towers? I'm not making excuses for nobody. I'm just comparing. That's all. Uh, shit, with that many fucking tall ass motherfuckers. Oh, Orlando Magic. They got Paolo, Banchero, France, Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, same shit. Except for this Magic. I mean, this Boston team can shoot. Orlando can't shoot for shit.
Ainge, Oakley the rebound, and a foul call inside against Larry Bird, and that'll be 3 on Bird. You could hear Bird's disclaimer all the way into the upper deck.
Oakley and manages to get to the weak side before McHale, and there's a little bit of a collision.
This Chicago team can't shoot threes either. Y'all got some shooters like Paxson, and I don't know if Kyle Macy is still on here, but this Bulls team can't shoot either. So that's another problem. All they doing is going to the rim, and with the spacing, it's just too much for the Bulls. Where the Celtics can just clog the paint up with their towers. Y'all get what I'm saying? All they towers can pass the ball. So as soon as you miss, excuse me, it is early. I literally just woke up. No, y'all heard that. That was nasty. I got some orange juice right here. I am feeling better, which is great. But any big man on the Celtics can just grab a Bulls miss and launch that bitch down the court.
Gets the rebound with under 7 minutes to play in the third. Both teams have been pushing it up in the second half. In fact, for most of the game they have been doing. Paxson goes for three.
So all this Jordan Bird was better than Jordan shit. It looks like the Celtics was just better than the Bulls, bro. That's what it looked like to me. Now I'm not knocking Larry. He did beat Jordan because he was a part of the Celtics. But before I started watching this series, a lot of people tried to make it seem like Bird was just dogging Jordan ass in the matchups. Hell, half of these matchups, Jordan had way more fucking points than Larry Bird. But it ain't always about points, man. It's about the win. Ooh, shit. Speaking of Mike, look what he just did. He froze and fuck him up. But yeah, bro, the Celtics is just way better. I seen a comment where someone said, don't let these people fool you, man. This Celtics team was just way better, and I 100% agree. They're just miles ahead against this Bulls team. You put Jordan on that same team with the Celtics, and you swap Bird. I don't even know if the Bulls even make the play. I seen somebody comment this. Damn, man, it be so many of y'all, and I'm still trying to remember everybody, but somebody was like, if you switch Bird and Mike teams, the Bulls not even making the playoffs. I a million percent agree. Because of the way Mike play, he's so fast and shit. People just gonna damn near get open off Mike anyway. People get open off Bird too, especially him being tall. But it's just like I don't know, bro. But then again, they could make the playoffs, bro. They could probably make the playoffs, especially with Charles Oakley and Bird not running point in the 80s because he can't bring the ball up the floor. I don't know. We'll see, man. We no, we won't see, but you put Mike on this fucking Celtics team, they winning a damn ring. That's for sure. You take Bird off this bitch and put Mike on that bitch, I guarantee you they winning a ring. I guarantee you. And you got Ainge that can shoot. Dennis Johnson can hoop. You can put Mike at the three. Bird playing the three anyway. You can put Mike at the three. Rob can play extended minutes if you got to play with second unit when when Mikhail go to the bench, or Mikhail can play, you know, and just get Bill Walton ass, some decent bench minutes, and yeah. So this team was just a good ass team, bro. Uh, like I said though, no knock to Bird. Bird is still him. Okay, I don't want this to sound like damn Cal hating on Bird. Nah, I'm just calling it how I'm seeing this shit, bro. This team is just miles ahead than the Bulls. They was gonna beat the Bulls regardless.
Who tries a three. Jordan is not a
No matter if Mike was on the Celtics or if Bird was on the Bulls or however, we do it. The Celtics was gonna win this matchup just because they have the deeper roster. So the Celtics beat the Bulls. Not Bird beat Mike. I mean, y'all gonna say it, and I already know it. Don't nobody give a fuck what I say anyway. People, you know, and there's people that haven't even watched this video that's probably gonna make a new comment. Yeah, man, Bird whooped the shit out of MJ. Do y'all not see who the fuck MJ playing with? Do y'all not see who MJ playing with?
Round draft pick and acquired for from the Philadelphia 76ers for Steve Coulter has been a
I mean, I ain't gonna go as far as to say this is the 2018 Cavs with LeBron. That was just a terrible ass team. I ain't gonna lie. This ain't 2018 Cavs. The Bulls is better than that team. But shit, I don't know. 2018 Cavs made the damn finals. I don't know. Nah, I think this team's shit. This shit is 1A 1B. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just feel like, bro, whoever was gonna be the star on this Bulls team didn't have a chance. No matter who you put on this Bulls team, you take Mike out and swap somebody else. You could put Shaq on this motherfucker. It would not matter. Why it won't matter? They got Shaq. They can hack his ass. You ain't never heard of Hacker Shaq? Celtics is a smart team. I would definitely say, not no dumbasses. Not no dumbasses, bro. They gonna be hacking Shaq ass. Make him shoot free throws. Doug Collins will get frustrated and take him out.
Can't afford to get in foul trouble.
A buzzer is sounding now, and we're going to have a whistle. The buzzer went off inadvertently.
That's some orange juice, man.
An official timeout. Oakley made one free.
Let's try to get y'all some fruit. I got apples, oranges, bananas. You know, it's warming up. This is the best time to be like drinking a lot of water, taking care of your health because it's warming up around the world.
Not so much anymore with the players with three,
You
but
want
now
to do that
with
in
the
general,
shots.
though, but
The Celtics
especially when they
lead
warm
by
up.
7. Lead at one time was 11, cut down to 6 this period. Jordan rebounds Seasting's missed shot with 3:35 to go in the third period.
When your legs get a little bit tired, the outside shot is the first thing to go. But Seasting ought to be nice and fresh.
3. Uses a screen off to Paxson. Celtics to tighten up their defense here. 4 on the shot clock. Oakley hits the
Good
jumper
shot.
from the corner, and it's now 75 to 70.
They needed that.
Oakley has 20 points. Matches his
Ooh,
season's average.
he averaged 20.
Casey Jones may say, Bill Walton, you better become a giant on offense today, too.
I ain't know Chuck averaged fucking 20. I gotta look this shit up. Oh, y'all ain't even called Charles Oakley Chuck. Y'all just called him Oak Tree. Call him Oak. Alright. I'm not turning my ad blocker off. No. Where is 20 points per game? This should say 14 and a half, big dog. What year we in? 87? This should say 14 and a half. Let me go back and listen.
75 to 70. Oakley has 20 points. Matches his season's average.
Matches his season's average. This was on April 26, 1987. In the 87 season, he averaged 14 and a half points. Sometimes should be wrong. How much did Charles Barkley? No, fuck. Charles Oakley average in 1987. Fucking lying, bro. They just be maybe the playoffs. Okay, playoffs. Playoffs. He averaging 20. Okay, my bad. I gotta stop being so aggressive, bro. I do be coming at y'all, and I don't be trying to, bro. But I'm one of them people, man. I gotta see it to believe it, bro. Ooh, I
Foul is
almost flipped
called
this.
against Sadale Creed, and that is only the 4th team foul against Chicago. So it will not be shooting, but the next one will. Celtics were up by 8 at halftime, so the Bulls have eaten into this lead here at this juncture. Dennis Johnson gets the basket, and
Ooh,
the
and
foul.
one.
You don't always have medium to the basket, ends up with the hoop, and end of the season they were playing to beat them.
And Jack Sigma really had a strong late season offensively for the Bucks. Jordan has to pass off to 3. Oakley. Walton gets the rebound. 2:25 remaining in the third period. It's 78-70 Boston.
Here's where they stagnate sometimes. Just take too much off the clock before they get into really what they want to do and don't get that passing into good play.
Ooh, Dennis the
Johnson.
Menace.
Dennis Johnson. Point lead.
Dougie moved one bit. He said we're going to sink or swim with Dennis. Hitting or not hitting the shot.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third. They go low to Corzine. Fall away for Dave. Oakley slaps it out to Jordan. McHale back there, and his ankle's got to be bothering him. Remember, he told Tommy at halftime that his ankle was hurting. Now, he's gotten a long rest from there. Really, how long he can go. He's a game player, but he's hurting.
He is so important, too, Dick, to the fourth quarter of the Celtics because he either gets a good shot off or gets fouled when they need it, and is also pretty against.
Defensive specialist Jordan hits 2 free throws, and Michael Jordan now has 29 points. He leads everyone. Bird 24 on top for Boston.
He leads everybody. But they sweat, man.
New 24 second
Y'all
for the
sweat, bro.
Celtics. There's Kevin McHale, who led the NBA in field goal percentage and was 67% against.
But the thing is, nobody can stop Jordan though. So it's not really nothing to argue about because nobody can stop Jordan. We can beat him, but we can't stop him unless you double teaming is the only way you're gonna stop him. That's the only way.
Jordan step for step, and a great defense.
And even double teaming don't even work. So I mean it works most of the time, but sometimes it don't work on Mike. Sometimes that shit do not work. He's just a craftsman. He different, bro. He playing the same basketball we playing. You would think, but not really. It's like he in his own lane. Like K, SGA. Like you can't slow him down or speed him up. They go do exactly what they want to do.
Margin with a basket here. 10 on the shot clock. Dennis Johnson. Corzine into the hands of Sedale. 3.
Yeah, 3 guards in there right now. Buffalo, the Bulls.
Jordan to Turner.
Ooh,
Turner wide open, hits the basket.
wide open.
It's an 8-point lead, and that's what it was at halftime in favor of the Celtics.
Casey Jones not worried about Elston Turner, but he hit a big one there.
Celtics can play out the period. Turner is guarding Bird. And 7 seconds to go. Oakley gets the rebound. 3 seconds. Jordan will put it up and hit a 3-point shot by
Oh.
Michael Jordan at the buzzer. Quiets the crowd.
Well, this is the way to end the third quarter. You're still in it. The Celtics have some real tired people, and then hit one like this.
The Celtics lead has been cut to 5, 82-77, and will return
Damn.
after this word from your local station. Wow.
That's how you know he shot that bitch. When you lead a net like that, then you gotta make another one. Or pull that bitch down.
In the final 24 minutes a week ago.
Here's something unusual. Danny Ainge is going to take the physical challenge of pressing in the backcourt.
Well, he spry high enough and healthy enough to do it. Jordan picks up where he left
Mm.
off with a basket, and he has 34 now. And now the Bulls are within 3. They were down by 11 in the third.
Well, Dennis Johnson is also on the bench, and he's the best guy to defend against Jordan. He knows how to beat the picks.
Sedale 3 called for the Miller Light Player of the Game. In conjunction with the award, Miller will present a check in the amount of $1,000 to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society in that player's name. Double on McHale. This is the perimeter passing. Darren Day in the game. He'll take the shot. Oakley, the rebound. Day's not afraid to shoot. He's played good defense off the bench for the Celtics. Jordan.
Mm.
What a shootout we have in Michael Jordan. Bird on the bench as we start the fourth, urging his team on, and it's a 1-point lead for Boston.
Michael Jordan, plenty enough gas left in his tank.
Corzine overplaying. Parrish knocks the ball out of bounds, but what a pesky defense Doug Collins' crew has shown today.
Now is the time to really upbeat the game as far as Doug Collins is concerned. Now really try and take the legs out, if possible, of Bird and McHale.
You saw Dennis Johnson come back in, so the starting tandem, Ainge and Dennis Johnson in there. Ainge front rims it. It'll be a foul call, loose ball foul call against Sedale 3, who now has 4 fouls. And if you want a guy to push it up late in the game, you don't want to have 3 on the bench with foul trouble.
There it goes, pounded inside. He's not been able to get a shot off McHale, however.
Oakley picking up Johnson, and now we'll have a foul against Chicago. Another one on the big.
Now watch all. I don't know.
1-point game.
You can be sponsored by the U.S. Army. Flashy players may win headlines, but steady ones gain respect. And throughout his career, Buck Williams has been the very model. While averaging nearly 1,000, knows what it takes to be the best he can be.
Hey, could I tell the disc?
Really taking away the inside game of Boston.
Harris playing with 4 fouls. McHale slowed up with an injury. Bird.
Mm.
And Oakley.
That was close, Bird.
And a loose ball foul against the Celtics. And Kevin McHale now joins the 4 personal foul club. So McHale, Bird, and Parrish all shouldered with 4 personal fouls. And now the Bulls.
Chad, them type of shots when it bounce like that, them be damn near good shots to me too, cause it's like you right there. Even though it didn't go in, or the toilet bowl shot where the ball spin out.
They had it up to 11 last period. Jordan.
Interference. That's his second call too.
So the Celtic lead is still safe. And Boston ball with a lot of time remaining. 2 minutes going by. Final period.
Calm down, Charles.
Passing involved in their attack, so they can get easier shots.
Jordan on Ainge. Turner trying to deny the ball going into Bird. Ainge goes for 3. And Oakley gets the rebound. And an outlet pass to Jordan into the forecourt.
Celtics have been forced to the outside shot. That's how effective Chicago's defense has been.
So even though the front court has scored a lot of points, it's when you score them that counts. And right now, that's slowed almost to a walk. 3 to Jordan. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan for 3. Hits it.
Oh my God.
Bulls lead it, and Doug Collins with the pump of exultation. It's 84-82.
Jordan, the big weapon. They're saving him for when they really need him.
Parrish nearly has the ball stripped away.
Good defense, Mike.
And a whistle blew in the back.
Out of bounds.
Now they've got to play near perfect basketball. Get the points or the fouls.
The Bulls have scored 12 in a row. McHale foul.
There's a real good adjustment. If it's not happening in a low post, use a little penetration. That frees you for rebounds like this. And Kevin McHale, who's very smart and knows when to go for the offensive board.
Foul is on Jordan, his second. And McHale misses the free. The Bulls lead it 84-82 with 8:53 on the clock. And that breaks a 12-point run by the Bulls.
That's a good run.
Have the ball. Elston Turner, he's been a bright addition off the bench today for Doug Collins.
Good defense there, and he hit a couple of big shots.
Jordan penetrating, draws the
Wheels.
Johnson. The exception of Danny Ainge have 4 personal fouls.
Coming down the stretch, this man will be drawing extra attention from the Celtics defense.
And it has 20, by the way, and Corzine 10. Jordan has scored the last 11 Chicago points. And 85-83 Bulls. He has 40, by the way.
And he playing full court.
Takes a lot of pride in that part of the game, too, although he only gets notice for the scoring. A foul away from the ball.
Man, he played. The fact that Mike played defense too, bros, is always gonna be amazing to me. Like, bro, you just went down there and scored 11 straight, and you fucking playing full court. Like, he really into basketball, bro. You do not get that from. You get that from players. I'm not gonna say you don't. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, say like you don't get that from the new players, but it's just not the same intensity. It's not. It's not. Especially at this level. Mm-mm.
Chicago could afford to lose any of the guys that have 4 for them, but Casey Jones couldn't afford to lose any of the guys that he has with 4.
Ainge on Freed, and you remember those two went at it in Philadelphia last year. Sedale Freed hits a long jumper. He has no fear. There's the long pass, McHale. And he ties the score.
Still got it. Mike, like he hurt his hand.
Hustle play by Kevin McHale, and a perfect timing. Who threw that pass? Bird?
Bird.
Yeah, Bird launched that mug. Oh,
Setting a pick outside, and an offensive foul called against Corzine.
I'm tired of Corzine.
21-point lead in game 1 and had a struggle to win by 4 here.
Here's where the experience starts to pay off of playoff pressure.
Ainge.
Oh, wide open.
Where does it manifest itself the most, Tommy?
You got to keep cool under fire when you're coming down the stretch. And young teams sometimes go a little.
Dang, 13 turnovers?
He's been in the playoffs. That'll help Chicago.
Although he's never won at Boston Garden in any kind of game, regular season or playoff, when he was in the Philadelphia uniform or Chicago. Corzine.
Corzine, motherfucker.
Celtics get aggressive defensively. They're taking Chicago out of their play pattern.
Where does the experience show?
Right here, things like this. No fear. Take the shot when it's there.
Steve Celtics just cannot lose, bro, against this Bulls team. Like,
The Doctor takes his final championship run. The 76ers battle the Bucks on CBS Sports next.
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Corzine just out there selling.
Celtics have scored 6 in a row after trailing by 2, and on the line was Jordan, turns it over.
Mike turnover.
Right to him and forced him to fall down.
They were tied at 87, and Danny Ainge hit 2 jumpers. Going for 3.
Travel.
No basket. 3-second violation.
3 seconds. I thought Ainge took an extra step.
They had the Bulls defense retreating totally, and Danny Ainge just slipped in for an easy outside shot. Unfortunately, one of the Celtics did not get out of the lane.
Well, we'll see the kind of poise on this 3rd youngest team in the NBA, the Bulls, show here.
They're young.
Which as McHale meets Sedale 3. Ainge is on Oakley, who's out of the play right now. Jordan with a turnaround.
That was a good look for Mike.
Everybody on the Celtics is hitting that defensive board right now to control possessions on misses.
Sellers on Bird, doubled with 3. Dennis Johnson. Had to go over Oakley for the basket.
He caught one of the Bulls guards rushing at him and just had a good angle of attack at the hoop.
See the Doug Collins settle down. Don't overcommit. Don't get too excited here. Easier said than done.
Tough to execute under this type of pressure for a young team.
Okay, get that shit out of there,
Corzine
Corzine.
shot blocked by Parrish.
Oh my god.
Here's Parrish. And the
Ah,
Celtics.
man, let me. Did Corzine play in 19? Did he play for the Bulls? When did he get off the Bulls? You irritate me, bro. You throwing this game. He was on here all the way. Okay. 80. We gotta watch this dude in 88 and 89. So he don't leave until 90. Okay. So basically, when Pippen getting good, he getting out of there. This nigga Corzine, bro.
Would have really brought down the house if he had made this hoop.
Here's Reggie Jackson, the home run king. What a play. Good angle, easy shot. Terrific.
According to Danny Ainge,
Yep.
right?
Just big for nothing.
Celtics by 6. They have scored 8 in a row. And it's broken there by Michael Jordan, who has 42 points. And if you're wondering, Jordan has gone over the 40 mark 37 times this year.
Basically, half his games is 40
The
balls.
last 3 minutes of this game, Dick.
We're just under 5 right here, and it's 93-89. Celtics.
Parrish is a good matchup for the Celtics to use right now. Corzine cannot
Stripped away. Yes, you're right. And Ainge takes it away.
Yeah, he ripped Mike ass. Yeah. Damn, Mike ass. Especially in this fourth quarter.
One good steal deserves another. Jordan.
They need that.
If they rely only on Jordan, the Bulls may go home early. And they have
Well,
LeBron
shit, ain't nobody
James
else
who's
on the
on the
team.
floor, and he
If they rely on if they rely on Jordan, who else they gonna rely on? You see, Charles Oakley keep getting offensive interference. Yeah, he getting his. But man, Corzine throwing. I don't even know everybody else on the team. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know Sidney Green on this team. I don't know. Paxson.
in Portland in the West. Parrish.
Yeah, this team is ass, bro. This Bulls team is straight ass.
So had come back to take a 2-point lead. And now it's the Bulls under pressure. It doesn't fall for Jordan. He's taken just about every shot for the Bulls down the stretch.
And they're only giving them one shot. They're gobbling up the rebounds, the Celtics. And that's really hurting Chicago. They can't get a second effort.
9-point lead for Boston. Celtics have it with 6 seconds on the clock.
My admiration is going and building even more for Michael Jordan right now, who is just killing himself on defense.
McHale spins around, and Corzine the rebound with 3.5 to go. But it's been all Jordan offensively, and Sellers lost it offense. You've seen it in the last 4.5 minutes.
They hustled back on defense, the Celtics. That's some kind of finish coming down to the tail end of a marathon. All 4 white jerseys back there to protect against Sellers.
The Celtics are showing remarkable mental and physical toughness in this fourth period when they're threatened. Bird fires it up. Corzine gets the rebound with 3 minutes now remaining. Paxson. The Bulls are standing around out there. Corzine misses. The Bulls are
Corzine can't do shit, bro.
and I think the Celtics taking the game away from them.
This is where a first-year team with a new coach may have a little trouble, is executing to perfection when you need it. It's not happening for Chicago.
The Celtics may be tired, but the Bulls are also tired. Bird.
Give me that shit.
Corzine into the hands of Oakley.
Good block, Corzine. About time.
Johnson
Ooh.
saves it for Bird. Sellers fell asleep. Oakley was lackadaisical and traveling against Larry Bird. Push now if they have
offensive open.
Paxson goes baseline. Corzine follows up. The two veterans. Corzine gets the hoop, and it's a 7-point game. Under 2 minutes to go.
That's what they need. Some offensive rebounding on misses right now, Chicago. If Jordan is going to take the shot, he also can be
Man,
the
this shit over
decoy
with, bro.
for open offensive rebounds.
This shit is over
Here's
with.
Johnson.
This shit is over with. This shit is over with. Cheese. Damn, he brick. This shit is over with. This shit is over with. It is over with. This shit is over with.
Harris. He's come up with some big rebounds in this fourth period.
And so has Larry Bird.
Ainge.
Alright, y'all. I will see. No, let's go and check the box score. I'm not. Nope. Fuck that shit. Nigga, bruh. Bulls versus Celtics, 1987. Game 2. Box score. Can't believe what I just saw, bro. Y'all literally came back just to. Oh, nah. Game 2. Playoffs. That's some other shit. Damn, they got their ass whooping that game I just looked at. Hey, always getting. Man. Fuck it. Fuck it. Uh. Getting their ass whooped, man. Dave Corzine, 5 for 10. He was decent in that fourth quarter. He played terrible. He did have 10 boards though, but Michael 42, 4 blocks. Charles Oakley with 25, 15. No, but other than that, Brad Sellers 3, 3. What happened? What happened this game, bruh? Niggas is ass, bro. Hold on, let me. Can y'all see? Y'all can see. I'm gonna move over here. Niggas is ass. Niggas is ass, bro. Larry Bird, 29, 7 and 8. Out there going crazy. Kevin McHale, 20 and 10. Dennis Johnson, 18 and 7. Danny Ainge, 18 points. 5 dimes, 3 steals. Damn, him and Dennis had 3 steals. Robert Parrish, 5 steals, 14 points. See, look at this shit, man. They only got the Bulls don't have a chance, bro. The whole starting 5 eating. I hope y'all feel where I'm coming from. The stats don't lie. It's your boy Cal. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Share this with a friend. And I will catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.